For flabbergasted, month-old vacuum. With Dale and Tony breaking all the rules. Talking tech biz and straight up chaos. Quick fire guests, oh yeah, we slay those.
I'm muted. There you go. That's very embarrassing. Good afternoon. My name is Dale Rodriguez, and this is Flabonga Monthrothaki. With me today, I've got my co-host,
Tony Stevenson,
and our awesome guest,
Kathryn Frimond, Queen.
Kathryn. Welcome back.
I didn't know there was a theme tune.
There's now a theme tune. We've
now
upped our
a
game.
Obviously never on time.
Thank
I
you,
didn't
Mark.
realise there was a theme tune and just had a little dance to that.
Yeah. I'm glad you danced to it, by the way, because most guests don't. It's usually me and Tony just bop on our heads, and guests going, "What the hell is this?" But I saw you did a little bop. So
Yeah.
thank you.
Thanks, Mark.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Yes, Mark Howison, AI creator, digital genius, marine engineer.
We had a good laugh. We had a good laugh about the creation of the theme tune, because Mark had been approached by somebody to create a hold music for him, and the guy wanted was it 750 quid and then £50 a month
a tidy sum of money. Yeah,
tidy sum of money on an ongoing basis. There he is.
That's who I'm fearing.
It's Marcus Batson, but he's come from he's commented from he's come from YouTube. Thanks, Marcus.
Oh, wow, appreciate that, mate.
Banging, thanks, dude. Sorry, I interrupted you, Tony. You were telling the story, the epic tale.
So then Mark created his own jingle. So we were like, "How does that work?" And then Dale threw in some pretty I don't want to say the word conflicting, but they were like some pretty
niche,
out there niche like kind of themes for the music of the background. And we were both like privately, I think, sitting there thinking, I hope this isn't terrible, because, well, maybe it is and we'll just have a good laugh about it. But like, and then it came on and we were both like, that's amazing. Like, so cool. So yeah. And on it rolled. And then I still think at the beginning it only plays like the last bit of it when you listen to it, though, when you go back. So
LinkedIn cuts off the first 10 seconds. Yeah. So you get the last little doo-doo-doo-doo, boom. If you watch on YouTube, you get the whole 20 seconds. Like, it's dope. You know, I think we should zoom in a little bit on. Boom. There we go. That's nicer. That's nicer, isn't it? Kathryn, welcome back.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here today. Because it's your second time, we're gonna be a bit more casual. Let's be honest. We're just gonna chill. But I understand you want to debate a few things and quote unquote redemption. Right? Where do you want to start?
I feel like I need to start, as Marcus is listening, I need to start with his absolutely horrific
accusation
last week. Accusation.
Yeah. Wild accusation. Unfounded accusations from Marcus Batson.
Unfounded. I sent him a video of how I make my tea shortly afterwards. So
amazing. I wish we could have that video to share on this stream.
I wish I could. I don't know where my phone is, but I wish I could share it with you. But he rather offensively accused me of, have I totally paused like this?
Yes, you have toast like that with your tongue out. That's hilarious. That's Prince Queen, this bad boy. Oh, I missed it.
I
just missed it.
Well.
I missed it. Oh, that'd have been perfect. That'd have been perfect.
Yeah.
Sorry, you continue.
He rather horrifically accused me of, and I'm sorry if you've got an international audience of Americans, but accused me of putting my tea in the microwave to make it.
I did, yeah.
Which, as someone with Yorkshire blood, is probably one of the most offensive things he could say to me, up there with being a Man United fan, like right up there. I did not do that. I'm definitely Yorkshire tea, hot water, milk, tea bag out.
No, and you don't like having sugar in your tea at all, right? So
no, absolutely disgusting.
Marcus Batson, karma with the freeze frame. Those are fighting words, Marcus. Marcus, those are fighting words, man.
Like, we're not friends.
I know. Associates at best. Okay, so first of all, I'm glad we've refuted those outlandish claims and accusations. Kathryn Frimond makes tea the proper way, no microwave in sight. You heard it here first, people. As an FM exclusive, draw a line under the sand. Draw a line in the sand on that one.
Can I just make sure we're really clear? So was it bag water, remove bag milk?
I tend to put the milk in before I remove the bag.
Okay. Interesting. Interesting.
It depends how you're making it, doesn't it? If you're making a quick one out of the hot water tap, hot water
Ooh,
tap.
oh, hello.
The
In
question
the
is,
office,
are hot water taps sustainable? That's the question, Kathryn. Are they?
I mean, probably not.
I
I mean,
don't know.
maybe. I don't
Maybe
know.
they're better than boiling an entire kettle, right? If you're just making one cup, then.
If Kirsty Mitchell is listening, I'm pretty sure she'll be getting very excited about to wade in the hot tap debate because she's a big fan of hot tap. It's so much so that she went to holiday to replace her hot water tap when it broke. Yeah.
We don't have one at home. We just regular kettle at home, but in the office it is a hot water machine, cold water machine, and it's sort of an off Donald Trump colour look.
That's the right milk. That's the right colour from milk to tea.
Yeah,
I'm totally on board with that. I drink my tea black, but now. But if I was to have milk in it, that is how it would look.
Yeah,
dark.
Again, Kathryn, we're going to be led by you because again it's your second time around. What would you like to discuss? Do you have any questions for me and Tony? Let's do it in reverse. Usually we ask that at the end, but do you want to just go crazy?
Oh my.
Because if you let me run the show, it's going to get diabolical, right?
Yeah. Am I very jittery in real life when I see myself? I'm very jittery today.
Too much coffee.
On the screen. It's freezing. Okay. Do I have a question?
Yeah.
I can only think of ones that are totally not acceptable. No, I don't have a question, but I cannot ask you the sort of questions that my friend Katie Skelton, by the way, if anyone knows her that's listening, she asks some horrific questions.
Like
get us cancelled kind of questions, or
yeah.
As much as Dale likes to think there isn't a line, there's a line somewhere.
There is a line.
There's a line somewhere. We haven't crossed it yet.
No, I don't have any questions, but I feel like maybe we should approach the Olivia Colman situation.
Oh yeah, guess who we've got backstage, by the way? She's joining us today. That would be amazing if we managed to have that happen. Yeah.
One day we'll have someone wild to step out. Yeah.
Okay, so can I frame it, and I'm going to frame it negatively, not in your favour. I sometimes ask the question: if you could punch one fictional character in the face, who would it be? You can punch him in the face, no repercussions, no judgment. And I don't know why, Kathryn. I don't know if you misheard me or misunderstood me, but you said a real person. And then went on like a 2-minute rant about some of the roles she's played, maybe, or I don't know, but like you're the only person in the last 2 years of me asking this question, because I haven't asked it the whole show, to say a real person, and it's been a running joke for a while. You've been the butt of that joke. I knew you could take it, that's why I did the joke, because you're cool. But
yeah, that's fine.
Do you want me to squash the joke now? Should we say again? Should we do that? No more jokes at Kathryn's expense?
This is my line in the sand.
For this particular one, though, right?
For this particular one. I actually feel like I owe a public apology to Olivia Colman, because since that event, I'm sorry, Olivia, I have found out that she has a very offensive, probably the most offensive word that you can say as her favourite word in the English dictionary, which I will not say here because, as Tony's pointed out, there is a line. Yeah. And I thought, well, fair play to you for just getting that out there. And also, she is still a little bit irritating because she keeps appearing everywhere. But I've seen her in some things that I've quite enjoyed. So, yeah, this is my public apology to Olivia Colman. She's dressed in she's in like a fish and chip advert at the moment for some designer brand. And I apologise to her. But I've been doing some research this morning on who can replace Olivia Colman.
Fictional character, Kathryn.
A
fictional character. Yeah, not a person. We're not here to create beef. I mean, I am, but Tony reins me in. But like, a fictional character.
I have another person in mind who I don't think listens to the show.
You hope.
I'd be very surprised if she does, but she's famous.
You never know. You never know.
This is how internet beef starts, by the way. When people say shit on shows, like just
yeah. The person I would punch in the face is Rick Grimes from The Walking Dead.
Okay, I've never actually watched that show. Why are you going to punch him in the face?
Oh my goodness, he's so irritating.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tony hasn't watched it either by his face.
No, I have not.
Oh,
No.
well, it wasn't
Sorry.
worth me.
Well, if anyone else watching or listening has heard or watched the show, let us know what's so annoying
played
about Rick.
out in The Walking Dead to be this big hero, and he's just an absolute knobhead. Can we say that word? Yeah.
You can say what you like.
Said it. So
Done it.
it's out there.
It's out there.
Done it. So yeah, he's on my list alongside, and again, may not be a film you've watched. The Holiday. You know The Holiday? Kate Winslet,
Yeah, Jack Black and
Jude Law.
And the other Cameron Diaz is in that as well, right?
Yep. I've watched that film lots of times.
It's a great film. So it's a Christmas film. It's a good film.
Christmas favourite in our house.
Yeah, Christmas film. Christmas is coming. The guy that's like Kate Winslet's boss.
Yeah, he's a douche.
Oh yeah. Oh, horrible man. Yeah.
Yeah. To sort of go into the realms of real life as well. The guy that plays him also played Obergruppenführer Smith in Man in the High Castle, and he was a Nazi, so obviously he was a knob in that as well. So, okay, I think it's probably giving you an idea of what I like to watch on TV.
No, well, very deep, good movies. That sounds great. Do you mind if I add to my list as well? A character I want to punch in the face. So there was an Arrowverse version of the Superman TV show, and in the show, Lois and Clark are married. This isn't a spoiler, and they've got 2 sons, are twins, and one of them called Jordan gets powers, and he is a character I want to punch in the face because he's a whiny little brat, like just.
I've got another one.
Well, I'm not going to spoil it how he uses his powers or not, but he's just so whiny. It's like, good lord.
Kids in TV programs tend to be a bit irritating anyway, don't they? And in real life.
Kids in general, yeah.
That made me think of in The Boys, the guy that's like the superhero character in that. What a bellend.
Oh, Homelander.
Yeah, Homelander. Yeah. He's well up there. That just made me think because the kid in that, isn't it?
We should probably ask you some business-related questions. We're 12 minutes in and it's just you, us three hanging out online. Kathryn, for those of you who don't know, what is your business? What's it called? And why do you do it?
Okay, so my business is...
And how did you get into it as well? Sorry, can I add that one?
No, you can't. It's forbidden.
Okay.
Of course you can.
So my business is, you've just officially announced it under my name as the Sustainable Bookkeeper. It used to be your local bookkeeper, but you heard it here first. It has changed to the Sustainable Bookkeeper. The only thing that's changed is my LinkedIn banner. Everything else is the same at the moment because I haven't got around to doing it. But I thought that reflected my brand a bit better because I work with clients that are sustainable. So I've got sustainability consultants, all sorts of things, like brands that are trying to do better. I've got a lot of B Corp, sustainable marketing agencies, things like that. And I just felt like that did that better. I'm also trying really, 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 really hard to make the accounting industry give a damn about being more sustainable and carbon accounting and just what they do in their business and how amazing the accounting industry is going to be at helping clients when they actually need to report on their climate disclosures. So things like carbon reporting, materiality.
It's a hard word to say, no judgment. Like preliminary.
The preliminary materiality. And things like that, because we love spreadsheets and the accounting industry.
I don't think Dale doesn't seem to love a spreadsheet.
Spreadsheets can do one.
I love spreadsheets. What have you got against spreadsheets?
The irony of spreadsheets is, right, they are very robust and malleable, and they're amazing. That's what makes them so good. The amount of time it takes accountants and bookkeepers to learn how to do spreadsheets properly, you could just become a web developer and build an app that does it faster. the level of knowledge it requires to use Excel really, really well is like you are literally programming within a program. That's what irks me about it. It's like people go, oh, I don't want to program. It's like just program. And you could probably build that particular thing that does that thing way easier and way more robust. That's my beef with spreadsheets. But I do appreciate their flexibility. Like you can literally just take them and you can do crazy things with the numbers. But I hate that people do so much effort in spreadsheets. Like you could have just built an app that did it. Like you genuinely could have.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and if
so
you want to find
that.
someone who loves them and does them well, Dave Selleck's always interesting to chat to and see what he can magic out of an Excel doc.
And I believe he now has a fan club.
Dave, he's always had a fan club.
Oh, it's official.
Tony's the president.
Yeah,
of the fan
it's just
club.
me. Go, Dave.
They got
Yeah, they got those
Kathryn.
t-shirts, haven't they? Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Kathryn, UK SRS, Sustainability Reporting Standards, is something that I believe we know I was going to ask you about it. People need to know about it because it's coming in like next year at some point, no exact date. But can you dumb it down for the business owners, the employees here? What does it mean for them, roughly speaking? Like, I know you're not going to know every single detail, but could you break it down for us?
It's supposed to be released in the autumn of 2025, so like right this second. And I haven't read it because it's boring. But it will be basically you have to report on your supply chains and on how much carbon you're using, what you're doing to reduce your carbon footprint and your impact on the planet. Yeah, that's it in a nutshell, I would say. And it's coming soon. So it may be that it's for bigger companies, but obviously it's going to feed down. We have something which I think we discussed before, scope 1, 2, and 3. And you will fit into scope 3, and yeah, you will need to report on this kind of stuff.
Fun times. Tony, you've been surprisingly quiet. Why is this?
Soaking it all up, mate. So it works, isn't it? So like how I feel the natural flow of us is like Dale sort of leads the charge, and then I'll fill in the gaps and get more noisy as the episodes go on. I'm interested in this field as a burgeoning kind of like arm that folks need to care about more. What do you find, Kathryn, is like the biggest challenge in getting people on board with the sustainability idea? And like, where do you see the wins? Because you talked about converting the accounting industry to think more like this, and and be the conduit to business and stuff. Like, what's the challenge, and how's that problem get solved?
I think there's two things. There's so much noise in the accounting industry about making tax digital, naming it like it's not a big deal. Just get on with it. And making tax digital and AI, you've got to start using AI. We were all using AI like 10 years ago. Like, it's just got a new fancy name, and now everyone wants to bang on about it. We've all used like OCR and things like that to get receipts. It's just a fancier version now. And it's not going to replace our jobs because you still have to talk to people. Whereas what will end your job is the planet ending.
Yeah.
And not being able to get to work because the train lines collapsed underneath a flood or something.
If the planet ends, that is the ultimate stress relief, right?
I mean, yeah, the best thing you can do for the planet is die. So, yeah, sweet death.
Yeah.
It's a dark turn, didn't it?
It did it. It really did. Yeah.
You're welcome.
But yeah, there's a lot of noise. So that would be my first thing.
Yeah.
So people say they don't have time because they've got to plan for making tax digital, or they've got to plan for AI. Like, what a load of rubbish. And then the second thing is there's no real reporting standard, apart from obviously we've just talked about SRS in the UK at the moment. So there's no urgency to report unless you're a plus
large
50 million
corporate
turnover company. Yeah.
And does that number get knocked down over time to smaller businesses, or is that
I think it should. I think everyone should have to report something. And for a sole trader like me, I'm a limited company, but it's just me. That is like I don't know, a couple of hours work. It's not a lot to put it through. There's
A couple of hours per week, month, or year?
Per year to calculate the carbon footprint to a certain standard. Now, obviously, if people are calculating their carbon footprint, I want them then to be doing something off the back of it and trying to reduce it.
Nah.
But there's no standard.
I'm joking. I'm sorry.
But there's no one enforcing that at the moment, and there's no one saying all the businesses have to report on this in the same way as like MTD.
How would one enforce it?
They're going to have to put regulations in place, which is their SRS.
But what's the enforcement part of it? Like, as in, like being fined for not doing it? Probably, or?
Yeah.
It's fine. Same way they enforce filing a tax return, right? You get a fine, and that fine gets worse if you keep not doing it, right?
Yeah. Okay. And eventually, so good example is if you want to tender to work for the NHS at the moment, you have to have a carbon reduction plan in place. NHS have really pushed the boat out.
What if you're already super carbon neutral? Like, what if you can't reduce it anymore? What if you are so carbon friendly?
But then you've got I doubt you are, but
no, I'm not.
You've at least put it in place, and you can show that you're thinking about it. So yeah, if you want to tender to work for the NHS, you have to have this in place. And what we're seeing, I work closely with the guys over at Sustainability Suite, and what we're seeing is that tenders are coming round and companies aren't ready with their carbon reporting and their reduction plan, and then they're losing out on a renewal of a tender because they're just not ready, because they thought they were never going to be impacted. The legislation doesn't apply to them, so they thought they don't need it.
And for those of us not in the know on this stuff, Sustainability Suite, what do they do?
Sustainability Suite is the guys over at Green Accountants, so Mick Snedden, Alex, whose surname I can't remember, even though I spoke to him yesterday. And they offer a carbon reduction package, and they offer to train accountants in doing this, and also have carbon literacy courses, which I help them present. So yeah.
Have you always been a Kathryn, or has anyone ever called you a Katie, Kat, or some other?
I don't know if I want to admit. I'm a Kathryn now, definitely, and if I used to be a Kat.
Okay.
At school, my best friend still calls me Kat. My cousin, much to my hate, calls me Kath.
I'll say Kath.
She's the only person that can get away
Kathy.
with that.
Katie.
No, I've never been a Kathy.
Never been a Kathy.
Gone past the point where you can't correct her, or just do it for fun?
She just does it because that's what she's called me her whole life, and she doesn't know any different. But it's annoying.
You allow it.
Yeah. My daughter will call me Daddy, and then if she isn't getting what she wants, she'll then start calling me Dad. And if she still doesn't get what she wants, she then starts calling me Tony.
The disrespect of the first name.
She's 2. Yeah. Yeah, she's so funny. I had a question and it's dropped out of my head. I can't remember what it was. It was a follow-up from what you just said. Well, I think
let the silence take it. Just be silent. Yeah. Enjoy the silence.
It's not coming back.
This is terrible radio, by the way. If anyone's not watching this, they'd be like, "This is dead air."
Was it about sustainability?
It was. Yeah.
Let me tell you about carbon literacy. So it is a 8-hour course split over 2 days. Yeah, it's pretty hardcore. Where we teach you about what is going on with the planet, because I think a lot of the problems are, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but ignorance to people just don't know what they don't know. And think it's really hard. And the pushback we get a lot is, well, BP is still drilling for oil. So, and Taylor Swift, and I don't want to offend any Swifties because they can be aggressive, but Taylor Swift flies on her private jet
Just
around the world.
stop name dropping real celebrities. That will be my advice to you. Like, just stop doing that. That's like your thing.
I'm pretty sure Marcus is a big Swiftie.
That's your thing. Like, you name people for reals and call them out. No, I'm joking. I interrupted you. You're making a very valid point. Yeah, people will use this kind of juxtaposition, BP, celebrities using jets. What can I do mentality, correct?
Yeah, and what about China? Well, China have just released like the biggest renewables project in the world. Like, they're really trying to keep up with renewables.
Isn't it also kind of unfair for us to blame China because they manufacture things for us? So it's like, we might say that our carbon emissions are really low, but because we get everything from China, actually our carbon emissions are being shifted to China, right? So it's not like
exactly that.
It's not all them. It's like it's us, but we just don't produce it here because it's over there. No?
Exactly that. So we talk about that a lot in carbon literacy training.
Be like, do you want
It's almost like I did some Googling.
more for your stuff? No.
Yeah.
Okay.
But actually, I bet if you could buy from someone at the end of your street that you know they've made it at the end of the street, actually the couple of pound maybe that it costs extra to buy it.
I'm gonna say no, not for frugality reasons, not because of the money. It's just I hate everyone around me, so I wouldn't buy from them. That's just I don't like them as people. I mean, I paid extra money. I just don't like them.
Yeah, it's a personal thing.
Yeah.
Perfect example is we are having a big refurbishment in our house at the moment, not in any way sustainable. So let's not talk about that. But the floor that we're getting is from a flooring company down the road, like 10 minutes down the road, run by a local family. And we went to pick the color of the wood floor the other day, and they took us around the workshop, and we saw the people, like, obviously not felling the tree for the wood floor, but physically making the wood floor and varnishing it and where it dried and all that kind of thing. And I thought that's really nice to see actually where it's made. I could have got it shipped from China. I'm
kind of with you, because people talk about sustainability and by proxy the economy, right? And it would make sense for us to source more things locally where we can, because that helps our own internal economy. So yeah. There's pros and cons. We need a silly question, by the way. Tony, how silly are you feeling?
How silly am I feeling?
Yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being like The Mask, Jim Carrey, 1 being, I don't know.
Like, absolutely pH neutral on the silliness. Right. Yeah.
So 7 is neutral, right?
It is on the pH scale, yeah. Or is it?
Well, 7 is neutral and 5 would be middle in 1 to 10.
Yeah.
Why you mix up the scales, bro? Just use the same scale. I said 1 to 10. I gave you option.
Okay.
Why are you doing this to me?
5.
All right.
How silly are you feeling?
I'm a constant 7. Okay. I hide it all the time.
So I guess it's you then.
Because I work in accountancy and this is a serious profession and everyone's serious.
Very serious.
Silly's just trying to get out all the time.
Well, you kind of have to be serious. Depending, like, you know, if you're dealing with people's numbers, you can't mess that up. Like, that's people's livelihood. So you've got to be serious. Sorry, to answer my own question, I'm at a level 7 of silliness. Kathryn, what level of silliness are you at, by the way, on a scale of 1 to 10? Or 0 to 10? Right.
Normally around 8, but again, in the accounting profession, you feel like you have to keep it internalized.
Okay, I don't want to press you, but I really want to hear some of Katie's questions. It sounds like they'd be amazing.
I cannot. I just cannot.
They're that bad, huh? Okay, well, I'll connect with her on LinkedIn and she can send them to me on DMs and they'll be hilarious. All right, so last time you were on, Tony actually wasn't a part of the show. He was just a random guest like everybody else, and now he's been elevated. I know you've listened and you watch sometimes. Do you drink coffee?
No.
Oh, damn it! That ruins that question.
That would have been really good.
That question as well. No.
All right. Do you eat meat?
But if I had to get rid of a coffee place, it would be Starbucks.
Good call.
Is that for coffee reasons or for sustainability reasons?
Yeah, the tea, if you go in and ask for tea, which I know is like illegal anyway, but if you go and ask for a cup of tea, it comes in one of those awful bags that's like fabric, like a fabric-y kind of bag.
Tea in a bag.
Like, yeah, but tea in a bag, obviously. It's like
you mean the tea in the tea bag? Yes, the tea bag itself. Tony was like, they pour it into a bag for you. And you got to swill it like a pig. Like, no, she meant a tea bag, man. Come on. I'll cut you some slack because you got a newborn baby. Like you're tired. Like you're not firing all cylinders. Sorry. So they give you a crappy tea bag.
Yeah, and then they put too much milk in. Like, why would
Yes,
anyone
Tony.
want...
They do, Tony, don't they?
Well, they must because they put some milk in. Then
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would get rid of Starbucks if I had to choose.
If you had to eat one animal for the rest of your life, forsaking all others, what animal/meat are you eating forever and denying
Cow.
yourself forever? You'd pick beef, yeah?
Yeah, every day of the week. How can anyone live without spaghetti bolognese?
It's the most versatile animal, I think. Also, steak is just banging.
Yeah.
It's true.
A cow
It's true.
every day.
Like a ribeye, bone-on ribeye, reverse sear, over coals, salt, pepper, garlic powder.
Oh, no garlic. No garlic for me. Thank you.
As in you don't like it, you're allergic to it, or it's not sustainable?
It's not like me. Well, a cow isn't very sustainable in itself, is it? Like,
they eat grass. Grass is free.
Not mass produced beef. I'd want proper beef, like from a farm, not from a factory farm.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm with you.
Everyone always thinks I'm a vegan. I'm not.
No, you don't want to be. You don't want to be a vegan. Like, nah.
I don't think we'd have got this far through this question if you were a vegan.
Yeah, definitely beef.
It usually comes up quite early in this line of questioning.
Yeah. I get bullied. Like, I feel like people expect, because I'm into the planet and living.
Yeah.
People expect me to be a vegan.
I mean, there was like a Venn diagram of hippies and vegans, like kind of.
Yeah.
Intersects.
I'm more on the hippie side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I meant as a compliment, by the way. I realised it sounded like a dig when I said hippie.
No, it is a compliment.
That's not what I meant. Sorry.
I've remembered what the question was.
Oh.
I've remembered it. If it's all right for me to interject. I was having a mooch through your LinkedIn profile and saw that your background was in banking. Is that right? Yeah. So how did you end up bookkeeping? Was that part of your role that you did in banking and then you set up on your own? Or I'm always interested in people's founder stories.
So yeah, background in banking. Used to work for RBS and then we have to call them NatWest now, because RBS. And then Nationwide. I used to work in recoveries. I'm not afraid to admit that I worked in the bit that everyone hates at RBS, in their global restructuring group. Yeah, pretty mean. And what you notice there is that people don't know how to run their business and they don't know anything about numbers. And then I was made redundant from Nationwide 8 years ago, which was the best thing that ever happened to me. But then you sit and you think, what the hell am I going to do? And actually it was like the cash flows and things like that I used to get in at Nationwide and RBS and just think, what a load of crap. Like, who has produced your figures? And you've got directors and things that just have got no idea. And I don't know, they're cats doing their bookkeeping. My husband runs a business, so I started doing the bookkeeping for him just after I had my child. Like many bookkeepers kind of fell into it from there. But the official story is that the crap cash flows. The unofficial story is I needed some money.
Well, respect to you for that as well. Like you saw a problem. I mean, you know what? I'm going to try and change it because it happens often. People think they can bookkeep, but they cannot bookkeep or keep books. There is a skill to it and a knowledge, and you're doing your best to try and change that. Because a good bookkeeper can make or break a business. It's insane. Even at commercially high levels, if someone hasn't got the books right, it can really mess things up. So kudos to you, or respect to you for doing it.
And it can just be even as simple as you've put an extra zero somewhere, or you slightly out on your Excel spreadsheet. Not that you would ever be out on your Excel spreadsheet, but
not that I would ever use an Excel spreadsheet.
Or a lot of my clients say to me, "Well, I've made a profit this month, but I've got no money in the bank. And it's having those conversations that interest me, and I like having those conversations with my client rather than what traditional bookkeeping is of kind of the data entry.
I always think that like bookkeeping is kind of like the source of the river, right? And if you get it right at the beginning, then everything kind of downstream should work better. And having spent a lot of time working with the bookkeeping community in implementing software, it was always very apparent that the bookkeeping community knows like software and like what's going on the day-to-days like really, really well. I'm not saying that the accountancy community doesn't know that and doesn't have that insight in places, but like it was always like nice when you jump onto a session to deliver, whether it was free agent or whether it was zero, and you get somebody that knew it and you just tell within 15 seconds of like, I can have like a really good conversation here about how this is going to impact real life, because we're not at that I've never switched the software on before level, because and like the amount of times you get like, I just take it off the bookkeeper from the accounting community. I'll be like, I just take it off the bookkeeper and I run the reports. I don't know what it does. I just know where to go and get P&L and a trial balance from it and pull out the marketing spend or the the disallowables or whatever it might be. So so how did you transition into that, and did you already have the skills from your previous role? Did you have to retrain, or
so I've done
involved in one of the communities out there?
Yeah, I've done like my normal bookkeeping exams through ICB. And that's a lie. I haven't done this through ICB. I'm at AAT. That's
promoting the wrong brand. Promoting the wrong brand.
The ICB summit next week, so let's keep that out.
I would have loved it if you sort of like brought in an ICB mug then and like product placed it and then gone into like full corporate speak about ICB and like, I need to disclose this partnership where they're paying me to say nice things about them, which obviously is not the case. But...
I've got no ICB stuff even immediately to hand. Then what were we talking about? So I've done my exams, but like a lot of the numbers came from the banking side, and then like the sustainability stuff just fits in so well to it. It's what I'm interested in personally. But sort of back to what you were saying about the bookkeepers. So I am a part of the six-figure bookkeeper community with Joe Wood and Zoe Whitman. They have done amazing things for bookkeepers, and I think there's a real shift in, and it's good to hear you say it, Tony, like there's a real shift in what the bookkeeper can do from just data entry to actually we're the core of a business, and I know some of my clients better than they know themselves, even down to like what they're doing on weekends. Like, I feel like I know
to say, have you remembered you're going to the wedding today? Yeah.
Honestly, it does feel a bit like that. I've got one client that always used to say like I know where he is more than his wife does because he travels a lot. But obviously, I see the receipts and stuff coming through, so I know where he is all the time. And
it is amazing the insight you can get about people from looking through their bank statements, isn't it?
Yeah. I know what people like for dinner. I know where they've been, what they're up to, and can't hide anything from a bookkeeper.
Can we go back a step a little bit? You just said, you mentioned like your preferences and your interests and why you do what you do. Speaking of your interests, we touched on your film choices, and I noticed you said some pretty cool titles. Do you have like a top 3 or top 5 films that you recommend to people on the daily or on the constant?
Yeah, but they're not going to be what you think they are.
No judgment. Judgment-free zone.
The Holiday.
The best film ever made of all time is Mary Poppins.
Okay.
Wasn't what I was going to say.
No, just absolutely the greatest movie of all time. Everything about it. It's got animation. It's got Dick Van Dyke. It's got Julie Andrews. It's got suffragettes. What more could you want? Other films, and then I like kind of chick flicky films.
Okay.
The Holiday, anything with The Rock.
He is quite funny.
Passionate about The Rock.
Don't we all?
And if he's in a film, I'm sold.
He's a very charismatic individual, isn't he? He's just like, he seems like a nice guy. Seems like a nice guy. He's Will Smith from like before the slap, basically.
Will Smith before the slap, he is, yeah.
Pre-slap and post-slap, Moana is big in our house at the moment, and obviously The Rock is Maui, so there's quite a lot going on. He's also a famous girl dad as well, isn't he? And he does a lot of like stuff on his socials of like him getting make-upped by his daughters, doing their hair and all that sort of stuff. And I'm like, yeah, cool, I like that.
Yeah, but anything with The Rock, I feel like
work out like The Rock.
There is a Christmas film that came out last year or the year before with The Rock in it. I can't remember what it's called. Maybe Red Sleigh 1 or something like that.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it, but I couldn't tell who it was aimed for, because it had Christmas whimsy, as if you'd let a child watch it, but then there's cussing and swearing in it and a little bit of violence. You'd be like, this has got to be a 15. And it's just really weird, because like the dichotomy between the Christmas spirit and the action were just like insane. I couldn't understand it. I enjoyed it, but I couldn't understand it.
I'm not sure. Yeah, apart from Moana, I don't think there's anything with The Rock in that I'd let my son watch. Jumanji, maybe, but he's only 7. And it's not the original Jumanji, so conflict.
Well, the concept's pretty cool, how they all switch bodies, though. I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, but it's not the original, is it? I'm a big fan of originals, like original Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, original.
That's because you're a certain generation.
Lion King.
Yeah, I mean, why would live action things?
Because Hollywood's running out of ideas and they want money.
That makes me cross.
Like I took my daughter to see the live action Lilo and Stitch. Now she's already seen cartoon Lilo and Stitch. She didn't like the live action. I took her because she asked me, but yeah, it was pointless. There's no point in making it live action.
No. What other films? I mean, Mary Poppins is the ultimate for me. Followed closely by The Sound of Music. Legally Blonde, like that.
Yep. Okay.
Who also has another knobby kind of male character in it. A couple of idiot male characters, isn't it? So
I mean, they are everywhere.
The sort of films you guys have watched.
I don't mind the occasional chick flick. My only beef with some chick flicks, and this is like in the 90s, right? Often the premise of a chick flick is this: female protagonist, all for that, great. Has male best friend. Friend zones him the whole time, dates loads of other guys, and then right at the end she's like, you were the guy I loved the whole time. It's like, he was the nice guy all along. That's terrible. And as a prolific serial nice guy, it used to irk me. That's all.
Does make slightly better telly than meets nice guy, gets into boring relationship.
Monogamous relationship. Yeah, I know.
Well, what irks me is that the girl in the beginning is always ugly or fat or whatever it is, and they're clearly not ugly or fat because they're Anne Hathaway, and then like they have to do this full like makeover thing to be accepted. And that's not good for women.
It is funny when you watch stuff back that's like not even that long ago, and you're like, wow, like world's moved on a long way since then, and that seemed fine like then, and now you look at it and you go like, that's not a great message, is it? You know.
Okay, here's a controversial one. The film Mrs. Doubtfire. We all love Robin Williams, amazing actor, comedian. He is the villain in that film.
He just wants to love it.
No. In the beginning of the film, he neglects his family. His wife has enough, so she divorces him. He then sneaks back into their house by lying about who he is. The wife meets a new guy, Pierce Brosnan, who's actually a nice guy, like good to her, good to the kids, and he tries to poison him with pepper, knowing he's allergic to pepper. In that film, Robin Williams is actually the bad guy, but we all root for him because he wants to get. But like he like literally neglects his family. He's a bad husband, bad father. Like actually, he's the bad guy. Watch it again, and you'd be like,
he lets us know in the house at the beginning.
Yeah. Like,
everyone wanted him. Yeah.
Yeah. He's actually a bad dad.
Yeah.
Bad wife. Bad husband, sorry.
Oh, I like Robin Williams. Yeah, Mrs. Doubtfire, another film that hasn't aged well is, and we made the mistake of showing this to my 7-year-old, Back to the Future.
It's a great film, isn't it?
It's not aged well. It's not aged well. Very full of bullies. Like, you can't be a biff nowadays. Bullying's not cool. And just like his mum falls in love with him, like, and tries to kiss him. That's weird.
It's funny though.
So, I mean, yeah. So we
Really
really,
weird side.
we really think my son would like the Goonies, but we're scared to watch it in case it is not what we expected.
You know what? I haven't watched that one in years. And the moment you said it, I was like, I should watch that again. But
Oh
actually,
yeah, that was one of my absolute favorite films as a child. The Goonies. It was right up there with like The Land Before Time, and this weird little out the like rack thing at the beginning of the blockbusters called Homeward Bound, which was about like a
I
girl-
love Homeward Bound.
Homeward Bound. Yeah.
As if Chase the dog, and there's
Yeah, anything with dogs in.
Well,
is
Land
exciting.
Before Time as well. Littlefoot, like, you know, spoiler, when his grandparents die.
yeah, absolutely right, heartbreaking.
They don't make them like they used to. This is a real nostalgic trip.
Yeah, I used to play rugby. Like when I played rugby when I was a kid, we had a guy in like the rugby club who was a coach, and like we used to. His nickname was Slough because he looked a little bit like the guy in the Goonies. And he was a lovely, lovely man. He passed away sadly, but too young. But yeah, The Goonies was one of my favourite, like just one of my absolute favourite films. It was brilliant. But yeah, like you said, watching back it now, probably
Pinnacle trilogy, and this goes to Phil Hobden actually, who brought this up the other day. You know, when he does his little
Sunday special
film.
Sunday things, yeah.
Indiana Jones is peak 80s films.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
I mean, you don't look convinced, but
The problem is my memory of Indiana Jones has been scarred by the fourth movie.
oh no, you can just block those out of your memory.
For some reason, I can't. I remember watching Temple of Doom and all the other ones, like when I was younger. I'm like, these are amazing. But the fourth one, like, you know, like Star Wars, like the first three, amazing, and then all the others were like, eh.
I'm going to admit it. I don't know like Star Wars because I've never watched them.
Same, yeah.
I know.
This is where Dale removes himself from the studio.
We started watching it the other day and we had to turn it off. Oh, he's gone. It's over. We had to turn it off because my son didn't like that Darth Vader killed a load of kids.
Yeah, exactly.
And he turned it off. He said it was too mean. So I don't know how he's going to deal with the Goonies.
Just for everyone, Dale's just having a little snack in the background, just chilling out, calming himself down. Yeah.
Calming himself down because I've never seen Star Wars.
This is actually a good opportunity because what we do now, Kathryn, is we do a quick fire question round, which Dale's not allowed to be on sound for because he can't control himself jumping off on lots of different questions. And as he's removed himself from the studio, now would be a good opportunity to do this because then he doesn't have to be tempted. So quick fire. I'm going to ask you 10 of my now 16 random questions and just, your answers and we'll get straight into it. What is one skill you wish you had, but you don't?
Flying.
I like it.
I don't know why.
It's like you're going to interpret the question in any.
Oh, am I able to play the guitar?
There you go. Dale can play the guitar. He's pretty good. I like the idea of Dale doing something. You know, like in sorry, I've segued myself, but you know, in 8 out of countdown does 8 out of 10 Cats does countdown, and then when they do the thing, and then there's like the guys come on with the mask that like while we do this, that Dale would be like playing his guitar or doing something in the background. Really cool. I think that would be quite good. Question 2: favorite country that you've ever visited?
Spain. I love Spain.
With hindsight, what alternative career would you like to have pursued if you didn't do what you do now?
I would love to be in musical theatre. How cool would that be?
That would
to
be
be
cool
like Elphaba and Wicked.
What is your favourite food?
Crisps.
So good. Yeah, I could live on crisps. What is your spirit animal?
Sloth. Or something equally as slow, and a panda, you know, just kind of eating all the time.
There is a child at one of my daughter's groups called Panda. That's
their official name?
Yeah, real name. Yeah, actual panda.
Right.
Yeah. The book that you recommend the most often?
Uninhabitable Earth by David Wallace Wells.
Okay.
It's not fiction.
No. Most hated grammatical error or mispronounced word?
Specifically.
As in when people say it pacifically. Yeah, that's Dale's. What is your best ever 1 in a million trick shot? Think hole in one, like that kind of thing.
I don't know. I'm not very good at things.
Somebody else do.
Yeah, so actually my son, we went to the Isle of Wight last year, and he's a keen golfer, but we did like mini golf. And he scored the most amazing hole-in-one I've ever seen, where it kind of like went round a triceratops, past the stegosaurus, and like straight into the hole-in-one. And yeah, that was fantastic.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. I love that so much.
I've never been so proud.
I think my best one is I was at Twickenham watching England, and some guy behind me, he was drunk, stepped over me, and we were right at the top in the gods, and it's just concrete steps with no handrails all the way down. And he stepped over the back of me, tripped, and was falling. I just threw my hand out and managed to grab the back of his belt and stopped him from like tumbling down about 20 seats worth of concrete steps, which was he didn't buy me a beer though. Still annoyed about that. Like, I'd have gone and got a tray and come back and gone, you genuinely have saved me a trip to the hospital. He was gone. Like, he was absolutely gone, and I caught him. And the final question, who should we have on the show?
Katie Skelton.
Katie Skelton. Okay.
Cool. Make the intro, we'll make it happen.
Boom. Yeah. Done. She's not a blacksmith, is she?
No. You're still looking for that blacksmith.
So Anoop introduced me to a blacksmith the other day. I did email him saying, "Look, man, we got this crazy show. Would you be willing to come on it?" I pitched it a bit better than that, by the way. He hasn't got back to me yet.
What does a blacksmith do?
Ironwork, like
ironmonger. They forge things.
Oh,
they make shields. They make swords. They make horseshoes. A metalsmith, as it were.
Yeah, I was thinking a horseshoe.
I've got this sort of fork thing for barbecues, for like flipping steaks and stuff that I made. Yeah. All right, my wife very kindly got me a trip to go and do something like that, a forge in Herefordshire, which was really cool.
So you have a blacksmith on the show every week?
Tony is not a blacksmith.
Stretch to call me that, I think. Yeah.
That's like me saying I filed one set of accounts, I'm an accountant. That's not apt.
Some people do say that.
Yeah, some people are liars.
Yeah.
Let's have a go heroes everywhere.
Your story, Tony, about the man at Twickenham reminded me of when we went to go see Oasis. Not this year, unfortunately. We were 10 hours in a queue. First time original Oasis, and there were some guys next to us just having the time of their lives, me and my dad, and they would just bring in, you can get like packs of 4 beers. They would just pile them high. They'd bring in like 16 pints of beer. It was going everywhere, and me and my dad probably had about 10 of them, and they'd just keep bringing these beers in, ciders, you name it. These lads were bringing it, and I think more ended up on the floor again because they tripped over. And yeah, that's a core memory unlocked there.
Where did you go to see Oasis?
We saw them at Wembley Stadium just before they split.
I saw them at Finsbury Park and the Bowl at MK, which was really cool.
My husband will tell you that he saw them at Networth. But remembers none of it because he was only like 14 or something, and said he just kind of went for the ride with his mates. And we're like, so he went to one of the most iconic gigs of all time for the ride.
Yeah. I was on the phone most of the time.
Yeah. No, phones didn't exist then.
No, I was saying he didn't have phones. Like, he's same age as us. Like, there's no phone.
No phone. And that was a good one. And also, whenever we go to the football, I quite often have to pull my dad up from behind, like falling down off the stands as well. So
okay.
So football, which team do you support?
Leeds United. I say carefully.
No judgment.
I mean, a lot of people do judge.
Tony's a rugby guy, and I'm not really a football guy, so
Oh, so you guys got no idea? Yeah, Leeds United. They're the greatest team on earth.
Tranmere Rovers, but they're not the greatest team on earth. Let's put it honest.
I know that.
Let's not.
Yeah.
I know that much. Yeah, and the builder at our house has just put MUFC across our wall on the in the new, which is Man United Football Club. And if you know one thing about Leeds fans, it's that we do not like Man United Football Club.
I feel like that's most football fans. They don't like other teams. It's like a tribal gang type thing.
Most hate Leeds.
Why so much hate for Leeds? What have Leeds done? What did Leeds do to attract such hate?
I think nothing, but we have a reputation of being quite aggressive and.
As fans or as a team?
Both.
Oh, okay.
Both.
Remind me never to cross you.
Once went to a Leeds match against Millwall. Millwall have an equally bad.
Are famous for being gangster. Yeah.
And
Green Street and Rise of the Soldier.
Yeah, I went to Ellen Road with my dad, and we're on the home team, but we had to wait for the police horses to get the Millwall fans in. And of course, Leeds being Leeds, were throwing things at the Millwall fans. I was about 16. I was not doing that. I was having a family day with my dad, and I got hit by a bottle at that, but from a Leeds fan. So, and actually, the biggest
friendly fire.
The biggest fights I've seen at the football have been behind the stand between Leeds fans.
Wow.
We don't mind who we fight. Just
anyone. It's just a nice fight.
Yeah, we do. What is he doing? You just were obscuring the screen there.
Was I? Sorry, I was wiping my screen because I had dust on it, and I forgot that if I do this, it goes over the camera. My mistake.
Exactly that. Oh.
Thank you. That was a little delivery from my wife. It's my birthday today, so.
Oh, how did I not know that? Happy birthday! How you dropped that at the end of the show, man? How you can do that?
Just done it, haven't I? That's how we
Mate, you look amazing for 50. Well done, congratulations.
End stream.
Sort of celebration emoji. There's nothing.
They got a nice little card here for my daughter.
Oh,
look.
That's precious.
Yeah.
And
peeled one of the part stickers off me. Going out for dinner. A pretty lengthy day of meetings and then out for dinner. Yeah.
What will you be having for dinner?
Barbecue in a barbecue place. Yeah.
It does not surprise me at all.
You can buy barbecue food, like a restaurant.
Yeah, like a smokehouse.
Kathryn, if you're ever in London, Soho, a place called Bodine's.
Oh, I've been to Bodine's. That's the kind of place, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been there.
They do this barbecue.
Pain, isn't it?
It is, but they're good. Also, Red Dog Saloon. They do good burgers and good barbecue.
I don't often find myself in London.
Is that Nottingham Red Dog Saloon, or have they got one in Nottingham?
The one I went to was in London, but there might be one in Nottingham too.
Maybe, I think there might be, yeah.
Let's do a cursory Google, shall we?
I say I don't often find myself in London. I'll be there on Monday at the ICB summit. There you go.
Wait, ICB or AAT? I can't remember. Which one are you?
It's the ICB summit.
But you're AAT qualified.
I'm AAT qualified, but I am governed by no one. Well, I am governed by someone, HMRC, but...
And God. Depending which one you choose.
Yeah, oh God, yeah.
Zeus.
No, definitely just the big G.
Just the big G. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
He's gone blurry at his old age.
Yeah. 25 again.
Okay, look, don't do that. Don't look, man. You are either in your mid-40s and look amazing for your age, or 25 and look terrible for your age. Your choice.
So let the viewers wonder.
And isn't it weird that the noughties was only like 4 years ago, but it's actually 25 years.
Yeah, I know.
Disgusting.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Exactly what
Same
you mean.
distance